I'll do a screen over so that you can see the phone here nice and clear. The very top big button where it says diagnostics, that's the main button that you're going to push to get into the scan tool features. But then you got these smaller buttons where it says OBD function. That's just your generic OBD code reader, basically. Now you do have underneath that, you've got your IM readiness, your mode 6, and things like that. Of course, you've got a button right next to it that's gets you straight into IM readiness. So let's go ahead and hit that just to show you what it does. And it is a nice feature of this scan tool to be able to do this. And I'm going to let you watch that light just for a minute. As it's scanning, you can see that it's kind of blinking and flashing. I'm going to set this phone or this camera up. And right there, it's a nice, great layout on all your stuff right there, your IM readiness features. And then you got the report. Get out of that. It's got a volumetric efficiency calculator, which is pretty cool. Of course, the engine's got to be running, and it takes a lot of measurements and readings, and gives you volumetric efficiency, at least a theoretical volumetric efficiency. It's also got performance testing. So, if you had a performance car that you was kind of wanting to have a scan tool that can calculate horsepower and speed and torque, this just might be, for you. The price of this is only $59 right now off of Thinkcar's website. Thinkcar is who makes this tool. If you didn't know that MUCAR is a subsidiary of Thinkcar. And you got reports, you got vehicle coverage, inquire, and you've got the history. You've got them all right here. Now the yearly update for this is $49.95. So it comes with a 1-year free update. It claims it's FCA compliant. Messages, I have no idea what messages are for there. And then you've got your settings there. Now your device, where it says my device, whenever you first get this, you've got a QR code, and you also got a serial number and an activation code, and you've got to activate it to your phone. Of course, you got a settings menu there to where you can change some settings. But let's go back to the home, and we are basically going to focus. Let me show you this. It comes with 15 what they call reset functions. I call them special functions. And what they do is, like, for instance, where the icon right here where it says bleed, that's so that you can bleed your brakes after you change, say, an ABS module, or you break into the system, and you've got to activate the ABS module to be able to bleed your brakes completely. Of course, you got if you got adaptive headlights, you've got a function for that. Battery monitor system, gearbox, brake. So if you got an electronic brake and you want to put rear pads on, this will let you do that. Of course, DPF, EGR, electronic throttle system, immobilizer, fuel injectors, oil reset, steering angle sensor, sunroof reset, suspension reset, and TPMS. So that's a pretty nice little collection there of what I call special functions. So let's go here in diagnostic. It claims that it will auto detect a VIN in about a second. And let me get rid of that history right there just in case it wants to use that. I'm going to hit auto search, and we're going to see how long it takes. Well, that was probably a little longer than a second, but that was pretty quick, I have to say. It is a 200T, does not have radar cruise. Got some information there. And basically, we're just going to do a quick walkthrough showing the active test that this scan tool has. And I'm just going to do a health report. That way I'll know exactly what modules it's going to detect. It is a full featured all systems scan tool. So every module on your card, this will see it. If it doesn't have it, it's going to say not equipped, like you're seeing there on the screen. This is similar. This is very similar to the Think Diag 2, but it's cheaper. I don't think it does quite as much, but we're going to find out exactly what all this will do. So I'm going to start here at the very first one, ECM. And of course you got read fault code, clear memory, read data stream, and actuation test. So actuation test is what we're going to focus on this walkthrough. And I'm just going to scroll through, let you read what it's got. Active test, of course, is what will allow you to activate certain components on your vehicle, so you can ops check them and see if they're working. So what was that we just clicked? There's no active test on that. That was cruise control. TCM, transmission control module. ABS. Electronic park and brake. Electronic motor power steering. No active test on that. Supplemental restraint. No active test. Occupant detection. No active test. Air conditioning. Actuation test. TPMS. Combination meter. Pretty good list there. Body control module. Back door. Entry and start. Driver door motor. Passenger door motor, I'm not going to click it because it's going to be the same thing as the driver. The rear left and the right rear door motor is going to be the same thing. We'll hit master switch. Nothing there. Power source control. Starting control. Activate the starter relay. Navigation system. no actuation test. And the last one, parking assist monitor, and no actuation test there. So that's a pretty good list of things for a $60 little scan tool that you can keep in your glove box and always have it available. That's a it's a pretty capable, and it's very nicely laid out. You can see as I'm scrolling through the different things that it's just very nicely laid out. The MUCAR Driverscan scan tool. Now, once it expires, you still have full control with the OBD feature. So this right here, let's get into this real quick, because this is going to always work regardless. This is free for the life of the vehicle, or for the life of the scan tool, this particular part of it. So you got that right there. We'll go into it, and then there's all your, you can still read live data, IM readiness, freeze frame, clear faults, and this, this is going to be free forever. But the other, whoops, didn't mean to do that. These right here, you're going to have to buy, not separately. You buy the $49, and that comes, all these come with it. And all the actuation tests that we just saw in the modules, all that'll be back. So, if you need a little scanner that you can keep in your glove box of a car and always have a nice scanner at your disposal when you need it, you might take a look at this. MUCAR and Thinkcar, they make solid stuff. Anyway, we're pretty much done. This was a 2015 NX200T Lexus, and this is the MUCAR Driverscan scan tool. You guys take care.